Greetings. This is Arvette McLean with Speak, the Universe Listens. As a very young person, I always felt that I carried the weight of the world on my shoulders, having to make grown-up decisions in order to survive a life marked by physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. While my face was smiling on the outside, on the inside I was secretly crying and miserable. However, over the years, I learned some gems that helped to turn my life around. I now get to live the life of my dreams, filled with love, travel, and wonderment. And I am absolutely passionate about sharing what I have learned with you. If you want to live your best life, tune in each week as I, along with some awesome guests, share these life-changing gems with you. Inspired to be more, do more, have more. Greetings. Today's topic is multiple personalities. Is there a lesson for us? I know it may seem strange to talk about multiple personalities here, but this disorder has always fascinated me, and I have recently begun to consider what things can we learn from this disorder that can enhance our growth. A person can be said to have multiple personalities if there are two or more personalities with distinct memories and behavior patterns that exist in one individual. As a psychology major in school, I always viewed the disorder from a certain angle. But after being exposed to the writings of Deepak Chopra and others from a more biological and chemical lens, this whole arena really blows my mind. I remember first reading that different personalities within the same individual could be allergic to different things. For example, one personality may love orange juice and can drink it with no problem. But if a different personality who is allergic to orange juice comes to the front before that orange juice is fully digested, then that personality can become violently ill or break out in hives or whatever the case may be. But then if another personality comes out who is not allergic to orange juice, then all those symptoms will magically go away. Does that blow your mind too? You would think that your body is your body, and what it's allergic to, it's allergic to. But this kind of evidence points to the ideal that the body is more under the control of the mind than we realize. Different personalities think differently. Our thoughts produce chemicals, so perhaps different personalities produce different chemicals in the body, which then produce different reactions with foreign substances, in this case, orange juice. So, is it possible that whatever you are allergic to is actually a factor of your personality? Is it a factor of your thoughts, of the chemicals that you're producing in your body as a result of the thoughts? I was watching a clip of a documentary where a person with known multiple personalities was being followed. So let's call her Mary. So the clip showed Mary in the grocery store with her husband and her young child. And it started off as a typical shopping experience, but suddenly she slipped into another personality and was now a small child, maybe about age 5 or so. She then started responding to her husband as if he were her dad and asking him if she could get a particular kind of cereal. But the really interesting part was that she said she couldn't see because she had on glasses. Huh? See, the main personality, Mary, who was maybe in her 30s, wore glasses. But the 5-year-old personality did not wear glasses. So since she had on Mary's glasses, she couldn't see. Again, mind-blowing. How does the structure of your eyes change as a result of your personality changing? Chemicals changing due to having different thoughts, I can kind of wrap my mind around that. But with your eyes, if you are farsighted or nearsighted or any other eye ailment, it means that something is wrong with the structure of your eye. So maybe your lens is too flat, or it could be too curved, or the eyeball can be too short, or something, could be wrong with the cornea or anything like that. So just by shifting her personality, how did that also shift the very physical manifestation in her eyes? As I read more about this topic, I found out that the actual physical changes are actually common in different personalities. One personality may have blue eyes, while another one may have brown eyes. One personality may have a scar or a mole, while the other personality doesn't have the scar or mole. So, I know you got to be mind blown too. Your mind is just blown just like mine, right? But what are the implications of all this? So, for one thing, to me it says our bodies aren't fixed and static. We have the ability to change. Things aren't as real as they seem. Our thoughts control our reality. And the people with multiple personality, they do it by mistake, but we can control our reality on purpose. The ailment is contained within the personality. Change the personality and you change the ailment. The work of Dr. Joe Dispenza seems to co-sign on the whole multiple personality conversation and expands beyond just the level of biology and physical ailments. Dr. Dispenza basically says that in order to change our life circumstances, we have to change our personalities. He says your personality can be thought of as your personal reality. So you have to change your personal reality. You have to change what seems real to you. In this change, not only can we wipe out physical ailments, but we can also wipe out blocks from past traumas, hurts, and just the patterns in our lives that we repeat over and again and that keeps us locked into certain ways of being. As demonstrated by the multiple personalities, things aren't as real as they seem. They are only as real as you make them. They are as real as the value that you place on them. The idea of changing your personality or your personal reality, it doesn't sound very appealing because we love who we are. We are attached to this version of ourselves. But what if you could love other versions of yourself even more? With multiple personalities, we mentioned that the disease or ailment was contained in the other personality. Change the personality, change the physical manifestation of the disease. Dr. Joe Dispenza is saying that the blocks that come from the pains and traumas and patterns of our past all exist in this current personality. Change the personality or your personal reality, and you change the manifestations. Change the personality or your personal reality frees us of emotional and mental blocks to creating the lives we love and frees us of physical ailments and diseases. Now, how can you change your personality or your personal reality? It's the same things we've been talking about over the past year. You have to take your mind off of what you don't want and place your mind onto what you do want. Take your mind off of your current reality and place your mind on what you want your personal reality to look like. Dr. Dispenza was hit by a truck while riding his bicycle and broke every bone in his spine. He was told he would never walk again and that he would be in terrible pain for the rest of his life. Well, he rejected that diagnosis. He trained himself to take his mind off of his pain. He took his mind off of feeling sorry for himself. He took his mind off the anger of his life taking this unexpected turn. He disciplined himself to keep his mind on each bone in his body being in perfect health. And he was running again with no signs of broken bones in, I believe, about 16 weeks. And that's the same thing I'm saying to you and for all of us. We need to take our minds off of all the pains and the somebody did me wrongs and the lacks and the struggles and the traumas of our current and past lives. Place your attention on what you would love to experience in your personal reality. Now, does that mean that your unique experiences are no longer important? Quite the contrary. Your unique experiences are meant to add to you, to add to your perspective and to how you show up in this world. They were never meant to hold you hostage. You're the only one who can see the world through your eyes because only you have had these exact experiences. But use these experiences to paint a better life, a better world. You can change your personality or your personal reality on purpose to a version of yourself that you would enjoy better simply by making the reality you will love more real than the one you are currently living. Keep the image of what you will love in the forefront of your mind and live into that image every day and watch your personal reality change. Until next time, this is Arvette. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button right below and like us. And don't forget to take a tour of my website at arvettemcclain.com. That's ARVAT, McClain is MCCLAINE.com. Until next time.